Hey everyone, I'm Cruz, and this is going to be a very quick video, but I just want to talk about some breaking news that just came out about the fall 2020 voyage. So, to start off, I don't know a ton of information, and I'll be making more videos as I learn more about it and exactly the outcomes that come from it. But, to start, the fall 2020 voyage, as of right now on May 12th, is canceled. This was just released on News from the Helm on their website, and I'll post a link down in the description if you want to read it. It's a very short article, but to sum it up, the main reason they're canceling it is because of the uncertainty in the travel industry, the cruise industry, as well as the continued rise of cases around the world and especially the United States. According to them, right now, there is not really any system in place for the active care and treatment of COVID-19 patients. So the main two reasons are that the continued rise of COVID around the world and the travel industry and the cruise industry not being able to enact new policies right now. So the first point, I definitely see the issue here and why they might have chose to cancel it. As a few weeks ago, they released a memo updating that the fall 2020 voyage would be half online and half on the ship in order to delay the start of the voyage as much as possible in order to give time for the world to return back to somewhat of a normalcy. I feel that they might be looking at the whole situation now and fear that we might not be able to get back to a normal world by October. Another big issue that they might be worried about, again, this is all speculation, is that they might be worried about actually bringing COVID onto the ship. The majority of the passengers, the students, the lifelong learners all come from the United States. And they might fear that if they were to bring all those people onto the ship, that there would be a real possibility of someone coming on with COVID and then that spreading on the ship. Again, one of the biggest things out there right now are the asymptomatic carriers, and those are the people that actually carry COVID but show no symptoms. So with that in place, they might feel it might be necessary to cancel the voyage in order to avoid a catastrophe like we've seen on other cruise lines. That could be a terrible thing if COVID-19 ever got on a ship like Semester at Sea, and it would be a major story that just wouldn't be worth the safety issues or the press that comes back on SAS. The second issue is with the cruise line industry and the travel industry itself. The travel industry and the cruise line industry has not really enacted any new policies or released much information about how they would be returning back to normal or even when. Semester at Sea is a cruise ship, and it follows what most of the other cruise ships do as well. So when they enact policies such as safety or cleaning, Semester at Sea is most likely going to be doing that as well. Since they have not enacted any new policies, it's very hard for Semester at Sea to follow in suit. I also see that there might still be a real fear from countries around the world in allowing cruise ships to come into port, which could also be another major issue. The travel industry has not announced anything about reopening. Most of the countries around the world are still closed basically to tourists. Hawaii in the United States is closed to tourists, and they're even talking about jail sentences for tourists that break their rules there. Semester Sea is kind of run off these tourist programs. Whenever we go into countries or that kind of thing, there's going to be a ton of field programs and field classes that all rely on the tourism industry in order to operate. And if the tourism industry isn't reopened, Semester at Sea cannot reliably run. So it is for those two reasons that Semester at Sea is deciding to cancel their fall 2020 voyage. And that's, from what I understand, unprecedented. The last time I believe a voyage was canceled, and I'll have to fact check this, so I'll let you know right here if something pops up, am I wrong, but was during the outbreak in the early 2000s. I believe is either from SARS or MARS. I have to look it up, but I believe that's the last time they canceled, and I think it was actually in the middle of the voyage, not before, but I might be wrong there. So this is an unprecedented event that Semester Sea has decided to cancel the voyage, and honestly, it might be for the best. it was going to be a different voyage, and it was going to be half a voyage. Very cheap for a semester at sea experience, but it was half the experience. And so I think this might be for the best. Now, I don't know how this is exactly going to affect all the people that already signed up. I mean, for the people that were going on the voyage, most of them have probably already paid. And most of them have probably already enrolled in them. And since universities are already enrolling in classes, it's now going to be a challenge for those same students to probably get back into their own universities and enroll. So this is going to have a major impact on those students. Another issue that I was thinking of is about the students from my own voyage, the Spring 2020 SP20 voyage. We were told that if we went on this voyage, we would have a major discount. Doing the math myself, I could have gone on it for $6,000 or $7,000, which is insane for a semester. Like, I would have saved a ton of money from my own home university if I went on it. But that was just for that voyage. Now, we saved money for other voyages too in the spring, but not as much. So I'm wondering if they're going to transfer our discount at all to any of the other voyages. I think that would only be fair, but again, it's yet to be determined. And so that's really it. The fall 2020 voyage of Semester at Sea is canceled, and it might be for the best. I want to know what you guys think though. What do you guys think about Semester at Sea canceling the fall 2020 voyage, especially if you are going to be on it? What do you think about that? And have you heard anything from them about the cancelization? I want to hear your thoughts, and consider subscribing as well to see more of these updates along the way, because I'm sure Semester C is going to be releasing some more information very soon. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and expect more videos soon.